Except for the one I prepared. Laughter from the crowd. First of all, I would like to thank all the little people who have made tonight possible. Thank you, little people. Smile for me. The rebel. I wanted to see the world. That's why after high school I went to St. Gustav University to study Latin.
I didn't know you studied Latin.
First in my class. Orothy Day.
He told me the truth about what happened.
Well, I hate to say I told you so, but I did. I told you so.
Honey, I'm sorry for not believing you. There's no excuse for my behavior.
There most certainly isn't.
I guess when it came down to it, I didn't believe you because I didn't... I must be psychic. Stanley, why are you here?
We need to talk. Let's go in the kitchen.
What, is this private?
No, I'm hungry. You got any bagels? Come on, Rose.
Okay.
The flipper comes to the rescue. It was only after that I picked up Rose's pamphlets and read about these magnificent creatures.
That's beautiful. Water lily?
All right, you dolphin people, get away from the gate.
Watch it! Why can't you people see the light? I think.
Listen, Stanley, you're not going to get away with this. I know you're just doing it for the settlement.
What makes you think I'm not doing it out of love for Sophia?
Because you are a liar, a cheat, and a scuzzball.
Sure, dwell on the negative. Sophia, we've got a major problem. The insurance company will...
It's up.
So what? I'm old. I'm supposed to be colorful.
I'm gonna miss her.
Me too.
Me too.
I'm not going to stand for it. I am going to march in there right now and tell her we need her every bit as much as that old Phil does.
Oh, Blanche, for...
The Dolphin, Your Honor, that for centuries has rescued men lost at sea, guided ships back to port. No, my clients were not trespassing. My clients were returning the favor. They simply wanted to protect some of...
Find that music box, we'll have us a big old file.
Blanche, what are you doing?
Well, I certainly can't let Mama Watkins have these things. It'd be just like giving my consent to what happened. For my sake and my mama's, I cannot do that.
Blanche, your father obviously loved this woman. You loved this woman. I think you'll feel a lot...
Can he play a song on those little horns?
No, but he can balance a ball on his nose if you throw him a catfish first.
This is like a Twilight Zone. Somehow we got on a train that ended up inside Rose's mind.
Yeah, when is the next train?
No improvement.
I'm sorry. By the way, you're wearing your knee brace on your neck. I know Ma is faking. She is not really paralyzed.
It's only natural for you to feel that way.
Moving along to item number 17. A leather jacket recently worn in concert by one of the world's leading musical talents.
Get ready, this is it.
I have a really dumb question. And I have a box of chiclets. What's your point?
How high do we bid?
Hi.
Listen, Kate, I hear that you and Dennis are back together.
That's right. We're leaving for the airport now.
Kate, I want to say something.
Yeah?
No, not to you, to Dennis. Dennis, I want to speak with you.
Mother.
It's all right, Kate.
Is your name Dennis?
Hey, I want to be...
Is allowed to shave the woman's head and make her wear an itchy hat.
I hear Pakistan has the same penalty for jaywalking.
Swaying.
Hi, Blanche.
Something wrong?
dead. Don't forget dead.
I'm going down to that newspaper this minute. Not only am I going to get Chugga fired, if I hurry, I can get him to print a retraction in this afternoon's edition. 68.
And dead.
What are people gonna think? They'll think it's time to elect a new town. It's too late.
Don't, Mom.
Don't try to stop me, Dorothy. This curse is bigger than both of us. Well, bigger than me. I'm only doing this because I love you.
What is it, Sophia?
I saw Dorothy and Miles kissing. I said I saw Dorothy, your friend, and Miles, your fiancé.
I'm willing to try.
Oh, good. Now we can get some sleep.
Oh, I can't fall asleep now.
Still at the rodeo, Blanche?
I can't sleep either. Why don't I make us all some warm milk? After I drink milk, I go right to sleep. I can think of something else afterward.
This of the Catwoman?
I'm a mother. I know these things.
Good night, Ma.
Good night.
Please, nobody touch anything. My name is Spade Marlowe. I'm a private detective retained by the late philanthropist Giles Forsythe. Because when an 88-year-old man marries a 22-year-old girl, he likes to know what she's up to.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but does anybody but me think the hat...
Old age? You don't leave fingerprints anymore.
I'm in my twilight years.
You're in the twilight zone. Hopi Indians are what?
One of our "Where is this relationship going?" talks.
Oh, and where is it going?
Where it usually goes, room 506 at the Quality Court. Oh, hate him. God, if only he didn't want to talk. Oh, by the way, right after I got in, you got this minister's wife at an all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast.
Wow, that's tight.
Back in St. Olaf, when I couldn't sleep, I'd get into my pajamas and have a nice glass of warm milk and slip under the covers and count cows jumping over my bed.
Yeah, neither do I, but I'll tell you, if ever I sleep with Mr. Wizard, I'll find out what... Oh, I'm sorry, honey. It's just, last night should not have happened, but it did. And it obviously means more to Stan than it does to me. I mean, right now he's hurt and he's vulnerable.
Why didn't you tell him that this morning?
There's a point, Blanche.
It was back in 1955, and we had just moved into our first house right next door to Pigpen Johansson. That wasn't his real name. That was a nickname, Pigpen. No, Johansson. Anyway.
Time since I've taken you to the movies, hasn't it? Blanche, this guy has gone past being a challenge. He is really treating you very badly.
Oh, Dorothy, you'll see. I'm just reeling him in.
Blanche, look, I usually don't talk to you about the menu date.
Nor do I talk to you about the menu date. Oh, listen to me. I made a joke. I was home alone when the phone rang. I ran to answer it, and I tripped over your damn shoes, and I said, "Oh, George, I hate you." It was the police telling me you'd been in an accident. Never thought I'd have the chance, but I'm just so sorry. My last thought...
Pleasure.
Wow, what a hunk. I know. Eat your hearts out.
Blanche, did it ever occur to you that possibly Rose or I might be interested in Jay?
Yes.
And you still used every cheap ploy to nab him before we had a chance?
Yeah.
Then what?
Kind of thinking is really quite sexist. Just because a woman is attractive and is not uncomfortable about her sexuality does not mean she can't be bright, well-informed, and a hell of a lawyer.
Thank you, Mr. Where did you go to law school?
A whole bunch of places.
Thank you, Stan.
Blanche, would you care for something? Doesn't look like you're fighting the battle of the bulge.
No, thank you, Stan.
Well then, I'd like to make a toast. Your attention, please, everybody. To my son-in-law and my daughter.
May she be as happy with her new life mate as I am with mine.
Oh, honey, how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm fine.
We're just so glad to have you back.
So good to be back. I couldn't have done it without you. Where's Sophia?
She's in the kitchen, sweetheart. She has a little surprise for you.
Hey, I'm Lieutenant Alvarez, Dade County Homicide, and here's what I got. At around 9:45 last night, this guy went to room 405 carrying champagne ordered by Nesbitt. He was admitted by Blanche Devereaux and discovered the corpse. Now, Miss Devereaux and this dead guy had the only 2 keys. Forensics said...
Gosh, it's Tudor the Magnificent Tiger.
Oh, I've been thinking about him ever since you told us that fable. You know how it is when you just can't get something out of your head?
Oh, yeah, water's the worst. That's why I always wear earplugs when I How's the studying going?
Oh, I still have a lot to cover. I'm going to be up for quite a while.
Okay, I'll just keep you company.
I don't want any company.
Just pretend I'm not here.
Oh, goody, a slumber party. Mind if I join you?
What is the matter with you two?
What makes you think something's the matter?
From a funeral?
No, Rose. We were singing backup for Johnny Cash. Of course we were at a funeral.
Who died? My best friend, Edith Flannery. I thought Mildred Feinberg was your best friend. She was, but we've grown apart. I think her death had something to do with it.
Somehow he manages to suppress the urge to throw me on the floor and ravish me.
Please, if he throws you on the floor, you'll both end up at the apartment below.
Drink up, Blanche.
That must be him now. I just have to grip my jacket. We're driving into the museum together.
Now, you've heard me speak about Sylvia Butel down at the Grief Center. This is her chicken.
Sylvia Butel? Isn't she the woman who thought Milton Berle was sending her secret messages through her dentures?
Yes, but with extensive counseling and some new bridge work, she's totally back to normal.
Rose, the woman keeps a chickaper.
Rose, you can't believe everything you read in that rag. It caters to people of the lowest intelligence. Then why do you buy it? Because it's the only newspaper Elvis will talk to from beyond the grave.
Is that it makes no difference at all in her life. It is just a concept. It is not based on reality. That will cheer her up.
Nothing will cheer me up. It has rained on my parade.
Oh, Dr. Parks, come right in.
Who is that?
The vet.
Dr. Parks, I don't believe you've met Blanche.
Well, no, he has not, because I certainly would remember it if he had. Well, I want to thank God, still in his arms.
Blanche, you and Nixon?
Nixon? No. I can't even picture Nixon naked. I think he must look like one of those little dress-up dolls. Just little mounds of plastic to indicate where everything...
Odd name to forget.
Oh, I know what you mean. The Wigglers were a very revered family.
Yeah, until the scandal.
Oh, it was just terrible. The Navy came to town to take bids for a big submarine contract. They said they wanted 3 submarines built for around $1 million. Well, Phineas said he could...
Said about Blanche?
Yes, Ma.
Tell him a cockamamie banquet is for her and get it over with.
I can't. I was sworn to secrecy. Hi, Blanche.
Eat dirt and die trash.
Just hold it right there, Blanche.
Look, you stay out of this, Ma.
That banquet you're so mad about.
Hey, what's all this?
Oh, Dorothy, aren't they beautiful? Johnny No Thumb sent them.
He sent you flowers?
You remember harmless old Uncle Vito? He sent a note to Johnny No Thumbs. He addressed it to Johnny No Knees.
Girls, you are my very best friends in the entire world, and I trust and respect you more than any people I know, so I want you to tell me the truth. Now, honestly, do you think I'm competent at what I do?
Based on the sounds from your bedroom, I'd bet you're damn near spectacular.
Steve, baby isn't really all that much trouble. Heck, this is an old nightgown, and Well, he is kind of cute.
And he's not the first pig to watch you take a shower, and that's my last pig joke, I swear it.
Then it's all right, he can stay?
Well, of course he can, honey.
I know this is going to sound odd, but we used to live here many, many years ago, and we were hoping that we could look around, for old time's sake. Would that be possible?
Petrillo, they let Italians live here?
Look, we came all the way from Miami, please.
Okay, but
Yes, but the chain leads the eye even lower to that huge spare tire. Jutting out over those square, manly hips.
Why don't I just wear a sign that says, "Too ugly to live"?
Fine, but what are you going to hang it from, the chain? I would just be happier checking you into a hospital where I don't happen to be very popular with the staff.
And that means more to you than being there at the most important moment of my life.
Oh, Blanche, there are so many hospitals in Miami. Maybe you can find one where you haven't volunteered?
A 1 in a million shot. How
could they not have given you the job, Rose? Oh, maybe the issue here is one of, oh God, what can we call it? Editorial judgment.
Really, you think so?
Oh, yes, Rose, yes, I do. I guess it just isn't the story they wanted.
TV. Can it be? Am I free?
Hello? Oh, Gladys, booby. You what? Goldfine, I put a Sicilian curse on you. You'll be barren.
Hey, you make it sound like it's the only smart thing I ever did. I'll have you know I've done a lot of smart things over the years. Remember?
Front of your face.
We were feeling so sorry for ourselves, we forgot we are celebrating Christmas with family.
Merry Christmas, Rose. Merry Christmas, Blanche.
Merry Christmas, Dorothy. Merry Christmas, Blanche.
Merry Christmas, Rose.
What the hell is this, the Waltons? You may all hate Fidel right now, but I know the next time I'm sitting in the park on a warm, sunny day, and I smell the aroma of a cheap cigar, I'll think of Fidel Santiago.
Oh. God, he's good.
Oh, excuse me, have you seen Patrick?
Blanche, have you seen Patrick?
No. Who's the flower for?
Oh, it's for Patrick. I thought I'd give him a rose for good luck.
I have a little surprise.
Either that story is actually funny, or the batteries are going in and out in my hearing aid. Rose, I want you to know that I think it's very sweet that you're keeping an old lady company.
So, who's the luckiest girl in the history of the world?
Well, it wasn't your mother.
Me? I'm the luckiest girl in the world. I finally won a giveaway. And you said I was stupid for... I hate when I get stuck behind one of those.
He's dead, sweetie. But hey, I'm used to it. I put 3 in the ground. Well, what can I tell you? I like 'em old, rich, and barely breathing. Why don't Stuffed?
You're telling me Al is dead?
Yes.
A heart attack is crazy. He was a runner. He couldn't have a heart attack.
I'm talking, so it can't be true. You know what I mean? If I keep talking, it isn't true. All I have to do is...
On the clock, and Davis is bringing the ball up. He's taking it slow to midcourt. He could be eating up the clock. No, he's making a move. He's driving the lane. It's up. It's good.
You feeling better, Magic?
Dorothy, I know this. I'd love you to meet my friend, Rose.
Oh, hi, John ready. Shall we go? We've got reservations at 8:30.
Take me. Out. Take me out for dinner.
So you can imagine how relieved Farmer Gunlinger was when he looked up and saw it wasn't his cow up in that tree. What's the matter?
The cow story. My wife's name was Elsie.
I hadn't slept so well in years.
But it certainly has nothing to do with this rock. Look, I like Marguerite as much as you do, but she's been here a week and she is not doing a very good job.
I think she's doing a terrific job. Why, ever since she gave me that potion, Norman's been on me like white on rice.
And talking about house white hot.
Salvador, if you want to fool around, take off your T-shirt.
And then when he asks you who does good body work, you give him your phone number.
And this really works?
Well, not this time. I had this really cute guy in a Jag lined up when this dork in a duster cut in front of me. And I nicked him in stink.
We were just singing the baby to sleep.
It was waking me up.
Maybe we ought to go out in the kitchen so we can talk, so we can eat.
Better.
Mama, we're sorry our singing woke you.
It wasn't you. I had a horrible nightmare. Oh, it wasn't easy getting you in here. Stan took your head, Gloria took your legs. I haven't heard such heavy breathing since before you passed out.
Ma, please.
Oh, come on. When I said that to Stan, he laughed so hard he dropped you.
Oh, you sound happy about this.
With a backbone.
Oh, it really was a surprise. But it's Dorothy who has me worried. She just looks so confused.
I can't figure out her problem.
I'm having a little trouble with that myself.
Pussycat, what's so terrible about accepting a present from Stan? God knows he gave us all plenty of misery.
Maybe he's trying to tell you he's sorry.
Listen, Rose, you are not to blame. Now, you know that.
Of course I know that. She was driving the combine. I wasn't anywhere near their
Come on, Rose.
Slanderous and downright malicious rumors in my political career. But this rumor is the worst kind of rumor. This is a true rumor. It actually happened, just like you said.
Well, not with me, it didn't.
Mr. Kessler, who was the woman?
Well, I can't.
Sing a number from my new album.
Yep, she's ready. We're gonna do everything that we can.
Thank you. But wait just a second. Come here, Kirsten. Kiss me goodbye.
Mom, don't say that. Everything's gonna be fine.
Come here, kiss Mommy for each other. Like, get their heads frozen.
Okay, we'll be good friends and have our heads frozen, too. What?
I was just thinking about what Dorothy said about getting out more.
No, I did not order 40 fry pans. It was 40 bedpans. I'm sorry, you were telling me.
What we wanted to talk to you.
Sorry. Hello. Oh, good. Tell them to drop it off at the South End loading dock. Right. I'm so sorry. It's always like this.
Why? Don't you think I knew what your brother Phil was doing in the bathroom when he said he was oiling his baseball glove? He was working on his simplicity patterns.
Well, good night. Sleep tight. See you.
The blankets are on the bed, and lights out's in just a few minutes. The beds are right through here.
Oh.
I can also honestly say that I'm amazed the way this lays out. You only owe the government a small amount.
You're kidding.
No, $5,000.
5,000? We don't have that kind of money.
Uncle Sam doesn't like to hear that.
Aunt Dorothy doesn't enjoy saying it.
all the food. But this time I decided it might as well be me.
Oh, look, I've given those cops long enough. I just have to go out there and try to find Ma.
Dorothy, you can't go out there.
Rose, I can't just sit here.
But it is too dangerous. Oh, I remember back in St. Olaf, during a tornado...
Look! Mr. Feinbaum's totally naked in his bedroom window.
That is the third time we caught you cheating. Ma, you're out of the game.
Hey, give me a break. When you're 80, you're allowed to cheat, just like you're allowed to take money out of your daughter's purse. Whoops. Was that the phone?
Everything will be fine. But just to be on the safe side, I'll swing by here tomorrow afternoon.
What's your Edna?
Edna?
Did she like the beach?
You ever notice the birds?
I'm asking you about your late wife. You're asking me about birds?
At the park, they want you to feed them, but here they take care of themselves.
Here they could... For your information, I'm not here to audition.
Why are you here?
I realized I had no talent, so I decided to become an agent. Why Ryan O'Neal hasn't come to the same conclusion, I'll never understand. Anyway, I'm proud to announce I'm the exclusive worldwide representative of the Donatello Triplets.
You... Listen, Ted, I hate to interrupt. What was all that sweet talk about your having a crush on me?
Well, I did, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, but what about last night?
Father could eat dinner, read the newspaper, make love, give himself a pedicure all within an hour. And he never got up from the kitchen table.
Well, I think the McDowells were delightful.
I did too.
So did I. Oh, I just love to welcome people to the neighborhood. The other team are the X's, and you're all O's.
It's easy to remember. Is the number of points you scored this season.
Now, the tight end decoys, so it looks like we're running a draw play, and then he slips into a soft spot in the zone over the middle. The flanker fakes a screen, then...
in here.
Dorothy, I'll tell you a very simple way to beat the heat. Just imagine yourself in a cool place. Like a snowy, windy mountaintop in Colorado. With a ski instructor named Fritz. And a bearskin rug and a bottle of brandy. Many.
But it just wasn't there. And then you happened, and it was as if George had just stepped right back into my life again. I just don't want to feel that incomplete.
You know, Ma, I seem to remember another time you were trying to make extra money so you could buy a TV set.
Do you happen to be talking about Brooklyn, April 1954?
You remember that, but you don't know that MASH is off the air.
Shut up and stroll with me.
So am I. I can't believe you lied to me.
Well, now, don't be too hard on her, Rose. Although she may have been doing it for the wrong reason, at least the decision was right, because baby is better off here. But why are y'all looking at me like I'm a murderer? I tell you, this pig is dying because he's old and sick. Now, I refuse to... You believe the nerve of that guy?
What were you doing in Ladies Petite?
Come in. Oh, Dorothy, I'm glad you're home.
That's a man and you're a man. You're both men. Clayton, you're that thing that everyone said Olga Larson's nephew was because he wore paisley clogs and gave out puff pastry.
With as many notches you must have on your garter belts, it was bound to happen.
Oh, Rose, honey, are you all right?
I was booked. Fingerprints, mugshots. I'm a known criminal. I'll never be able to go back to my hometown again.
Oh, honey, nobody back.
It's a sign. I mean, you and Miles have been together for quite a while.
Look, I appreciate everybody's advice, but this isn't the way it's supposed to be. I'm not going to let some contest dictate what could be and should be the most important decision of my life. I'm much too smart for that.
Good. For just a few moments.
If I may be so bold, the pantyhose are nice too. At least the hose part.
I can't tell you how happy I am to finally meet you, Isaac.
Why don't you two just run along and we'll catch up with you later?
Blanche.
Dorothy, don't you see that something is happening here?
Yes, it's the beginning of a disaster.
We don't.
I'm gonna... Oh, I'm okay.
Start a fire with rocks, distill seawater into drinking water. Now, if you want to get out of this alive, I suggest you listen to me. Do I hear any objections? I didn't think so. Dorothy, Blanche, start breaking up the boat. We need wood for a fire. And you three, head up north, up that ridge. Based on those rock formations, there's a good chance of...
Seems like we still couldn't let go of the past. Oh, Melissa, I don't want to go through that again. I would just die if I thought that was going to happen to us.
Oh, I am so excited. I can't believe I'm going to see Trudy again after all these years.
Oh, I'm excited for you too, Dorothy. That's why I want everything perfect. I'm making Scandinavia's oldest and most traditional appetizer treat. Cheese came up when you're in an upright position.
Dorothy, would you care to give an example of how Blanche is selfish?
All right, fine. Let's say about a month ago, I was not feeling very well. As a matter of fact, I was sick as a dog.
Blanche, you keep that up. You won't have that much time left.
Hi, Blanche. Sophia, what are you doing here? I'm here for your surprise birthday party.
Ma, what? What? You didn't?
Of course we didn't. Ma, there's no party. Maybe I should take you home now.
Where am I? You see, I've always wanted a tiara. I mean, ever since I was a little girl back in St. Olaf. I mean, every year I'd blow out my birthday candles and wish for one. And every year I'd get a freshly carved pair of wooden shoes. Except for
Restful sleep. Are you saying that you put this under my bed?
But I was only trying to be helpful. I figured with those terrible bugs, you needed to rest.
Dorothy always looks like that.
Besides, it'll take a lot more than rest to get rid of those babies. Married, but after his wife died, there was no stopping him.
So?
Well, we could finally consummate our long and burning passion.
And...
It took about 10 minutes. He wore his watch.
So anxious about meeting this guy that Kate's bringing.
Do you think it's serious?
Well, they've been together now for 6 months. It's the longest she's been interested in any man since Paul McCartney.
Kate dated Paul McCartney?
Yes, Rose. They wanted to get engaged, but I insisted that...
Always give me the best advice about men. Who says wisdom comes from experience?
Cautiously and books only a ferry to Sardinia, saving the rest of her money for a rainy day.
Let me guess, Ma. You were the one who chose adventure.
You also would have said Baltimore instead of the New World. You're no good at this, Dorothy. I'm the girl who played it safe.
I cork a bottle of cold duck and slip into my Fredericks of Hollywood ostrich feather nightie.
Just because of rain tapping at your window?
Oh, I thought she said Wayne. My mistake, sorry.
Ma, where are you going?
To the market. Why are you going in the rain? I told you no.
I didn't know these were mashed potatoes. They don't have lumps like yours.
You want lumps, Salvador? I'll give you lumps.
Ma, I cannot believe you are so old-fashioned in your thinking.
I said no and it's no, and I'm too busy to have this argument.
Fine.
Love you. Always.
Oh, God, I love you. Way to make some fast money for us. And all you have to do is lie on your back.
I'd say you're about 50 years too late on that one.
I'm talking about a lawsuit. If we can show that you're severely injured, we can sue the ball club and the ballpark for a lot of money.
I'm not severely in. Long time.
This competition's gonna be a piece of cake, Rose. Just look around. Ugly. No charisma. Well, there's a gym teacher.
You never leave home without it.
Blanche, I'm not sure. Miles has never given me the slightest reason to distrust.
Phil, just can't wait to testify in court. I want to see those guys fry.
Well, everybody, you will never guess what I did today.
What?
I was in this parking garage, and I had to go to the dentist because I lost my crown and a nectarine yesterday, and there was no parking on the street. There I was.
No one can help you with that decision, Dorothy. I can't tell you what to do. I mean, I won't be around forever. I'd like to know there was someone here to love you and take care of you like you take care of me. Maybe he could give you a bigger allowance. I mean, it's nice now and then to buy something that's not generic.
Now, you don't have to be embarrassed about opening up to me. Whatever's bothering you, I know I can help you.
Okay. In the past week, I've lost my job, my wife, my girlfriend, my house, my car, and all my money. And then just today, I've seriously gotten into playing with matches.
I'm afraid you're gonna...
It's so hard to make it every day. And it's hard to say just how some things never change. And it's hard to find any strength to draw the line. Oh, I'm just learning to draw
Wedding. Although we are registered at Neiman Marcus.
Well, you have pulled some stunts in your day, Clayton Hollisworth, but this takes the cake. I cannot believe what I just heard. I refuse to have any part of this.
Oh, Blanche.
Oh.
Blanche!
What the hell is we just got a cake for $20.
Oh, let's go to the top board. Drum roll.
Grocery shopping today?
Yeah, something you want?
Pick up a couple of chicken breasts, and why don't we say 40? Better make that 45 tubes of sunscreen.
Oh, Sophia, I've made that mistake before. The best thing to do is just turn the oven down if you don't want the chicken to burn.
Rose.
Wow, it's the man. Hello, Reverend Mother. My, you look holier than thou today.
Save it, Sister Suckup. How'd you explain this note I found in the suggestion box?
Well, you said we needed more money for the new chapel. I thought that would be a good fundraiser.
No, it's because of your warmth and understanding that I got through this. I never thought I'd find happiness ever again.
Some marriages don't work out, but some do.
You're right, Rose. And that's why I think that I can still patch things up with her.
Ma, will you knock it off? I have to get back to sleep.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you're awake.
I'm so glad you're awake. I'm taking my bed back.
Fine. Rose, get into bed. Ma, get out of here and take your teeth with you.
Don't make fun of your mother. If I didn't wake up tomorrow, you'd never forgive yourself.
I'll risk it.
For 9 months.
Really, Ma, I'd be more comfortable at a hotel.
Fine. Be more comfortable. I hardly see you. You never come to visit. And you finally get here, you're staying at a hotel. You could have just called. Mom, do you want me to stay at the house? Do what you want.
No. As a boy, I got as far as the Pee Wee Leagues, but then I discovered stamps. Wow.
You know, when I first saw you, I said to myself, Philatulus. I like that. Ooh, you're getting so tense.
Hey, why don't we go? Then you shall be the queen of the festival of the Dancing Virgins.
Ma, what are you talking about?
Once a year, the women of my village threw a festival to recapture their virginity. It gives you a chance to say to the man in your life, what kind of tramp do you take me for? We had a festival of the dancing...
I meant the refrigerator.
I'm going to call the repairman.
I already did. He said he'd be over in 15 minutes. That was 3 hours ago.
Well, let's break out the ice cream. What's this?
I froze my underwear to stay cool. I'd lend you a pair, but on you, I'm afraid they...
Love you. Always.
Oh, God, I love you so much.
Very distressing news. Sophia's been pilfering cheese balls. What? This morning I made 48 cheese balls. There are now 26.
24.
They are variations.
You're a genius. All you people are brilliant. The Chinese invented pasta, you know. We take credit for it, but we just added oregano.
Well, all I can say at this point is...
You had an affair with a priest.
Priest? I didn't say he was a priest. I said he was a man of the cloth. He was a fabric salesman. You know, we never made love again after that, but he did cover my lazy boy for free.
Wonderful, Blanche.
The point is, something in his eye says he wants you, and I think he...
Away with it.
Same reason a dog licks himself, Dorothy. Because he can.
Where's Stan?
That wasn't Stan at the door.
Oh, who was it?
Now, Dorothy, just stay calm. Just relax and don't do anything you'll be...
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I promise that I will say Hail Marys until Madonna has a hit movie.
Hi! Here's my $8. Let's get started, Dorothy.
Oh, I'm not Dorothy. She is.
I'll give you $4. Let's get started. At least for the next $8.
Dorothy, you owe me an apology. Your ad's right here.
Oh, Rose, this is the personals column.
So what?
So what? You put an ad in the personals column that said I will do anything for $8 an hour?
For dinner.
Rose, I'm not psychic. I just know Stan's idea of a night on the town.
You know, actually, it wasn't so bad. I kind of enjoyed myself. Well, I didn't have to work to impress him, and he knew he didn't have a prayer of impressing me, so we just kind of relaxed and had fun. We're doing it again tomorrow night.
Friday will be fine.
Thank you for your help.
You know, as long as you're here, have you given any thought to planning ahead for your own final farewell?
Well, not yet, but when I do, I intend to go out with a bang.
And she means that.
Who is kissing you? What'll I do?
Very good.
What'll I do with just a photograph to tell my troubles to?
Oh, sure, make the oldest one of the tribe serve the young. And after you have your fill, I'll go to the mountaintop and let the wolves eat me.
You know, I'm worried about Ma.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, I picked up this pamphlet on the 4 warning signs of hearing loss. I think Ma may be having a problem.
Sophia?
Warning signs.
A special bond. I can't imagine life without her telling me what a yutz I am, what a lousy husband I was, how my toupee looks like a monkey's behind. God, I love that woman.
I do too. Oh, what are we going to do if she doesn't make it?
She's going to be fine.
Just achingly unbearable peak.
Oh, come on, Blanche. You really think a full moon can do all that?
Well, just in case, I'm also filling a watermelon with tequila. But it's not just a full moon, Dorothy. It's a leap year's full moon. Anything can happen. All your dreams can...
Miami is nice. Miami is nice. Miami is...
Wait a minute. You put in an extra Miami is nice. I had to. It hurts the music if you don't put it in. Yeah, but the lyrics don't make any sense. I mean, it goes, Miami is nice, so I'll say it.
Yes. Dorothy, will you marry me?
Oh, Lucas! Oh, yes! Oh, yes, yes, yes!
No! What in hell is wrong?
I've learned to cope with just about anything. You know, when I was in college, I taught school part-time at one of those schools for the blind. It is really amazing what they can accomplish.
Oh, I went to one of those schools for a little while. It's just a lot of talking and hand-holding. Never been so bored in my life. I think I'm just the kind of person that likes to get...
Oh, remind me before you leave, I went back to the bakery and got your mother some anise cookies.
You don't have to try so hard. You know, to be honest, I still can't believe how much my mother liked you.
Yeah, I liked her too. One thing puzzled me though.
By the mile, when you live in this town, each day is sublime. The coldest of winters are warm and divine. Miami, Miami, you got style. Blue sky, sunshine, white sand by the mile.
Why, the wildest thing that ever passed through there was Ovaltine. But the best part of it was that hunk of a doctor who examined me. He's going to be in Florida in a few weeks.
Wherever she goes, she finds a man. So do hookers.
Relationship. And from the sparks of that conflict rise the flames of desire. Flames that ignite in an uncontrollable frenzy of lust, passion, and ecstasy. I'm sorry, where was I?
Give us a few minutes, please. 5 minutes more, then I've got to bury Mr. Pincus. You see...
Is there a Blanche Hollingsworth here?
God, he's been killed.
Arrested.
What?
He gave me this to give to you. He's a bigamist, ma'am. He's wanted in 4 states. He's got 6 wives.
It's not pertinent at the moment, but I'm double-jointed.
That's very interesting.
Dr. Ashley, the reason we came to the counseling center is that we're roommates and we've been having problems at home that we need to work out.
Before we get to the...
Airport, I was thinking about what you said, how much courage it took for you to say it. That's when I realized how much you must really love me. Oh, baby. Mama, you were right about Jeremy, too. I can do better. Just took someone who loved me to point it out.
Let's go tell the girls the good news. They're out in the kitchen having cheesecake.
Oh, unfair.
Well, that's because it is. There are 3 million homeless, hungry people in this country.
What bothers me is those people out there are being fed today because it's Christmas, but what do they eat tomorrow?
When the great communicator talked about his vision of a city on a hill, I wonder if it included people sleeping on gratings in the street.
The final piece of the puzzle.
Oh, girls, it finally happened. The most wonderful thing happened to me at the drugstore today.
Oh, no. Dr. Scholl was there in person and I missed it.
Rose.
Over with.
Well, since you put it that way, but only as a personal favor to you, honey. Well, I guess I better go get dressed.
Thank you, Blanche. Can you believe that backstabbing slut?
Your help. Ladies, with all due respect, I think it's time you threw in the dish towel. I mean, trying to fix it yourself was cute, but I think you proved your point, and it's time to let a man take over.
I'm with Lou. Oh, get your coat. Lou is leaving.
Hey, not so hard. I look at my hands.
You're making a big mistake. The man may be
Week and the week before that. Now, when is this garage going to start looking like a guest room?
I don't know, I was talking about my new suit.
Ernie, this is a serious matter. We have a lot of family coming in a few weeks, and you promised us it would be finished.
Mrs. Devereaux, please, do you want it fast or do you want it good?
Before you answer that, Blanche, the man's talking.
Suppose I have to tell her.
Oh, yes, you do. You cannot let the police tell her. Oh, the night George died, my telephone rang and a highway patrolman said, "Pardon me, ma'am, do you have a yellow convertible and a husband named George?" I said, "Yes, of course, good grief, what's happened?" And he said, "Hold on, ma'am. Put me on hold with that music while you wait." I guess that's just a mother's nature. Well, I'll see you in the morning.
Hey, Blanche, listen, my mom lives in Oregon. You know, I don't get a home-cooked meal too often. Be okay if I stop by sometime?
I think that would be great. And now, I don't care.
You prefer homemade.
I also prefer milk straight from a cow. I adapt. This is awful.
No, if you want...
I'm going to sleep. I don't know how long I've got, but I deserve better company in my final years.
Good night, Mom. Now, you know, Rose, I think Blanche has the right idea, marrying some...
How much longer are we going to circle the airport, Rose? You want to bring this baby in?
Well, when she took the puppy to get his shots, the vet told her the bad news. He said, "Mary Jane, this is no Chihuahua. This is a rat."
Body?
Sophia, wills are no joking matter. Charlie tried to be funny with his and left everything to Henrietta, our prize cow. Well, some lawyer got a hold of the will and represented Henrietta on contingency. There I was presenting my sighting.
Eat.
That's amazing. You people eat with two little sticks, you never miss a bite. My people drop half their meal while using a fork, a spoon, and a loaf of bread.
So.
Exactly what is this stuff?
Handed by my beauty.
Blanche!
Oh, my God.
Want a glass of water to wash down your foot?
Blanche, was there something you didn't realize the other night?
Oh, you mean about you being blind?
Dorothy, I know what you're going through. I smoked for years.
You smoke? Rose, that's like finding out Lassie was an alcoholic.
Lassie was an alcoholic? That explains why she always tipped to one side when she waved goodbye to Tim.
You were gone. I loved you. I spent the next few years wondering what I'd done, what I'd said to make you leave me.
So that's what this is all about? Honey, you didn't do anything wrong. I had
had to leave that night because your mother found out about your father and me.
Around the world with him?
Sophia, did Vincenzo really say all that?
Of course not. He's a carpenter. I'm a philosopher. He said he wants everyone out of the garage until the work is completed.
But why?
Because to an old guy with cataracts, you two look like Swedish stewardesses.
Honey, Dorothy, lighten up. Morning, Aunt Blanche.
Oh, the pup's still here.
Yeah, one more day, unless Ma decides to take him bar hopping.
How come you dressed so early?
Oh, I told Mr. Allen that I'd come in. Go, I'm tired of arguing with you.
Sophia! Is that a Captain Jack Seafood Shanty uniform you're wearing?
No, Rose. I'm off to discover the Straits of Magellan. Yo ho! Falling in love. I haven't felt this way since your father. But Tony looks at me as a friend, as a companion.
Honey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but I'm picturing him naked and I'm not laughing.
If you want my advice, I think you should sleep with him.
Done.
That is not... Okay, the diamond's not very big. Okay, it's not a real diamond. It's a thought that counts. Okay, I didn't put much thought into it. It was cheap. I'm cheap. What can I tell you?
Stanley, honey, why don't you let me help you pick out something else for Catherine?
I'll help too.
Oh, I'm off.
That would be my diagnosis.
No, I mean I'm going out.
Ma, put down the binoculars.
No, I need them. I lost my glasses and I'm not supposed to drive without them.
Let's analyze this for a moment. You're now what, about 200 years old?
Rose, well, come on in. You're missing all the fun. I'll bet you probably thought that a party full of college professors would be stuffy, but not.
You are not going anywhere. Dr. Clayton is coming.
Dr. Silvano is my doctor.
Dr. Silvano is dead.
Trust me, I'm in better shape than he is. Goodbye.
Ma, you have to have an examination. Now, your blood pressure is up. You're tired. You have absolutely no color.
I'm an old white woman. I'm not supposed to have color. Land. I'm a landowner. I've made it. And it only took 80 years. Finally, property. I'll be planting soon.
Oh, Blanche, this was so generous of you. I'm so touched.
Well, you know, I just got to thinking, yeah, this house was the home of my family, but I will never forget when I first put up that notice at the supermarket.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Oh, I know exactly what you're going through. I can read it in your face.
You can.
Everybody's your friend.
Oh, Sophia, I don't think it's a good idea to drink in the park.
Hey, I do it once a month with the girls from the Cloud Society.
The Cloud Society?
Yeah, we stake out a bench, knock a few sherries back, and discuss what we think the clouds look like.
I'm going.
Want a cup of coffee?
Maybe I will have a cup of coffee.
Oh, good.
Rose, about last night, I should never have said anything.
Well, you only said what you were feeling.
Do your laundry, entertain you. In fact, it's terrific, but that's not why I wanted to stay. It's just a bonus. I wanted to stay because I'm happiest being with the people I love.
Miss Stanley. Stanley, you know, in all the years that we've been together, I don't think you ever... Oh,
Excuse me. Are you waiting for the bus to Northern Falls?
No, St. Olaf.
I've visited there. Lovely little town.
Oh, yes, it is.
Rolling hill.
Remember your hunch about your nephew, Angelo? You said one day he'd be Pope.
Dorothy, you gotta pay attention. I said one day he'd sell dope. What do you think he went to Attica for, the volleyball program?
Myself and acted like a real bitch to everybody else.
No wonder we never knew.
These 3 days are killing Rose.
What she needs from us are calm heads.
Oh, I don't know. A lot of things. Like you.
Hardly.
Like me.
Definitely.
Like us. These past 3 weeks have been amazing.
They have been pretty amazing.
It's amazing that I just...
Miami has so much appeal. A great place to get a seafood meal.
Up there, just landed down here. You better beware. The message is clear. Don't let it fire. The prospect galling. It's run for your life. The sky is falling. This is terrible. I think we best both go warn the king.
Don't be too tough on her. I mean, look how great you turned out.
Merci.
Isaac, would you get us some champagne?
Is that the stuff that's in the bottle or in the bowl? Well, never mind. I'll figure it out.
Listen, Rose, we have to talk to you.
I want to talk to you, too. Isaac is the shyest man I've ever met. He won't even...
Ready to spend some time with someone who does.
Like you.
I know you don't know me very well yet, but I'm just asking for a chance.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Thank you, Blanche.
You're welcome, Swen.
They aren't living together.
I know what he means.
It's just a little breather, you know, give each other space.
She threw you out, didn't she?
She changed the locks and everything. I mean, she even tossed all my clothes out the window. You can't imagine what it's like searching for your underwear in the back seat of a convertible.
Tell me about it.
कामाची धामाची माझी दौंडी उठवली कामाची धामाची माझी दौंडी उठवली इंस्टाग्रामवर भावानं पोरगी पटवली इंस्टाग्रामवर भावानं पोरगी पटवली तेव्हाच खोललंय अकाउंट त्याला खोलून झाला महिना तिला तिला देतो या रिक्वेस्ट एकीचा रिप्लाय येईना तेव्हाच खोललंय अकाउंट त्याला खोलून झाला महिना तिला तिला देतो या रिक्वेस्ट एकीचा रिप्लाय येईना पाहून एकीचा डीपी डोळ्यात साठवली पाहून एकीचा डीपी डोळ्यात साठवली इंस्टाग्रामवर भावानं पोरगी पटवली इंस्टाग्रामवर भावानं पोरगी पटवली इतक्यात आली रिक्वेस्ट ती वयानं भरली मोठी कोणाच्या लमाचं पाप देवा घेतो का कसोटी आली रिक्वेस्ट ती वयानं भरली मोठी कोणाच्या लमाचं पाप देवा घेतो का कसोटी झाला डोक्याला ताप माझ्या कशी बशी मी कटवली झाला डोक्याला ताप माझ्या कशी बशी मी कटवली स्नॅप चॅटवर भावानं पोरगी पटवली स्नॅप चॅटवर भावानं पोरगी पटवली का होईना माझी तळमळ कळाली कशी हवी होती मला तशीच मिळाली शिरा का होईना माझी तळमळ कळाली कशी हवी होती मला तशीच
चिंता मिटवली मयशी केला विषय पूर्ण सनित चिंता मिटवली इंस्टाग्रामवर भावानं पोरगी पटवली इंस्टाग्रामवर भावानं पोरगी पटवली सोशल मीडियावरती भावानं पोरगी पटवली सोशल मीडियावरती भावानं पोरगी पटवली